Hello and welcome to what is basically a test recording. If you're seeing this in its published state, then I guess I decreed that it was decent enough to view. Um, I'm actually quite pleased because a second ago I tried to record this and I realised that the volume was too high because you need it high to hear gunshots and stuff in this game, and my character's skin had glitched out, but since I replayed the video it's sorted itself out, so that's good. Also, this had just happened like a few matches ago, so... But this isn't a match I've won or anything, this is just a really interesting match that I want to show off. So I guess this is the view we're getting of the bus. See, I can't rotate it or anything, because this is in third person, not third person, this is in gameplay view, so you see everything I see minus my HUD. But basically I decided to go for the four civilizations, or four, there's a challenge to go to 4 named locations and get to the center of each, and I've been having problems with this challenge. And also there is a treasure map thing which leads in the middle of Junction down here, so I decided to hell with the bus. I don't care what line it's going, I don't care how inefficient my flight path is, I'm going to go to Junction, I'm going to get that start, and then I'm going to get those 4 things. And what followed is one of the most interesting games I've had so far. I think I won't say what I placed, but yeah, I've always had this idea of recording these Fortnite videos, just like replays and stuff. Not like skillful games, but like interesting games, because I'm not really skilled enough for skillful games. But I had no idea I was gonna record this one later, so there might be some funny things in this that I forgot about. But basically I don't know which stack of cars it's on top of, the Battlestar, but I just decided to jump on top of every stack of cars I could find. And also, nifty checks. It's always nice to get a purple SMG right off the bat, especially when one of my dailies is SMG kills. Another one of my dailies is sniper rifle kills. Just for context as to why I use certain weapons sometimes, why I try and do the things that I do, and why I embarrass myself in the ways that I do. So Junction, that was hard to say. Junction is actually not a place I've really visited more than maybe 1 or 2 times, I'd say. So I really don't know my way around here, is what I'm trying to say. But my initial mission is just to find that Battlestar, and it seems like no one came with me, so I was pretty pleased about that. And I do find it fairly soon. You're not going to watch footage of me just going around the entirety of Junction. But look! It was a strange person who wasn't very good. But I got one of my SMG kills, so that's nice, isn't it? I was a little bit startled, but I was like, does that mean other people have spawned here as well? Or like, other people have decided to fly the ludicrously large distance? In fact, you know what? We're leaving Junction. And I've just realised that the Battlestar didn't show up in the replay, so I actually collected it already. It must have been on the last pile of cars I jumped on. So I already consider this to be a win for me. Basically, I've already found a Battlestar in Junction. Now I'm going to make progress on trying to find the or trying to get to 4 centres of the named locations, and for reference I'm outside the blue circle here, so that is something that I have to keep in mind. And again, here is the centre of location, it doesn't show up on the replay. I wish there was a way of just showing like the raw game footage, because then you could see like which guns I've got and the quality of guns and like all the stuff I'm doing and why I'm doing it. As it currently stands, if you just like, I know they sometimes upload like the Pro-Am replays and stuff without context. Like if this was just uploaded without context, it would be kind of like weird as to why I'm doing certain things. But yeah, so at this point I'm like, right, I got 2 out of 4. I was thinking, do I dip into Tilted? I was thinking, no, don't dip into Tilted. But first I have to go through Pleasant Park. Is that Pleasant Park, or is that... I think that's Pleasant Park. And that place is usually not very pleasant. It's because it's so wide open, and the centre is right in the middle. It's not fun. And I was worried that I would encounter bad guys here. In fact, I believe at some point soon you hear some gunshots, but I never quite figured out where they were coming from. And also it looks like someone built up there. as high as they could go, which is funny. That's something I did a while back. If I wasn't just trying to get the centres, if I wasn't trying to get to the centre of named locations and not draw attention to myself, I'd probably just shoot those ramps down and see if I could send anyone plummeting to their death. And I don't think I really had a ranged weapon at this point. I just had my SMG. So that was a nice find. And that was a gunshot I heard. I don't think it came from the very top, because it didn't sound like a sniper rifle. Or it didn't sound like it was far enough away anyway. And so now the circle starts closing in, and I'm getting a little bit worried. I'm like, right, all I need to do is get to Loot Lake. I realised, oh yeah, I always forget about Loot Lake. I don't need to go to Tilted, I could just go to Loot Lake, so that's what I was doing. And my heart was kind of hammering at this point, because literally the only objective I have at this point is to get to Loot Lake, because it's such a bastard of a challenge to get to 4 named locations, because you have to do it, like, you have to dedicate an entire game to it. You can't just, oh yeah, I guess I'll do that while I've got time, because by then the circle's closing in and you're not going to have access to 4 named locations unless you're incredibly lucky. And here I notice that there's some building, and I get real scared. I'm like, oh crap, people have been here. If I die before I reach the middle, and then it turns out that someone followed me from Pleasant Park. And at this point I'm like, shit! No! And I notice support for, and at this point I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. I'm gonna get killed just for... And for reference, the middle point is on the docks here. It's between the 2 stints there, and that shot barely missed me. At this point I'm like, right, maybe there's enough cover between me and them. Can I do this? Yes I can! I got it. And then I was like, okay, I don't care if I die now. But you know what? Fuck that guy anyway. At this point I'm on like 6 health. So, that was fun. Also, I'm not a good Fortnite player, as you're about to find out. I don't often get kills at all, let alone 2 in 1 match. So I'm like, man, this match is brilliant. This is like one of the best matches I've ever had. And actually at this point, I think I tabbed out to try and upload a screenshot of me getting 4 things to my friend, because I really didn't care about staying alive at this point. I was like, you know what? Oh, and that's a blue hunting rifle, by the way. I was like, you know what? I don't really care. I'm like, I guess I might as well play the game. I might as well go to Tilted before the circle hits me. And I saw him just now, but obviously I didn't in the game. There he is. There's someone running away. I know you get to see how bad I am at sniping. Most people would have got that first shot, but I am so bad at predicting and like aim and bullet drop and stuff. But I was like, I need that sniper kill, so I got him. So that's 3 kills, and that's like peak game Christian right there. That is like not a sight you see very often. So I believe he was spectating me at that point, and I kind of wanted to be a dick. Didn't need a blue sniper because I already got my blue hunting rifle. I guess it probably would have been a better trade-off, but oh well. And I believe I had a blue assault rifle at that point. If not, I totally missed it and I'm a bad player. So Tilted, of course, is where things get a little bit dicey. I actually don't remember what happens next. I don't remember how I died in this game. I'm sure it will come back to me in a minute. But Tilted is always super dangerous. I'm like, oh, a chest. I was just planning to run through Tilted. I'm starting to remember what happened. I just planned to run through Tilted, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get that chest. And I was like, no, I can't be bothered. Time to leave Tilted as soon as I can before some asshole shows up and tries to kill me. So, safely out of Tilted. Always check inside of these. Anyway, now that I'm safely out of Tilted... Oh wait! The arsehole's come from outside of Tilted as well. I'm very sore that I missed that shot, because that would have been a nice little extra sniper. So this is a very bad sniper duel, what you're about to see. Although if you haven't put that wall up, I'm not sure I might fit him. Oh yeah, that's why I had a purple Famas, I didn't need a blue assault. So he decides to jump down behind those rocks. And he starts poking at me. It's very tense, in case you hadn't noticed. And, oh yeah, I repaired that wall there as well. And now I decided I could just stand still because he's poking, and then I forgot to count the other like 30 players in the match. So the guy what killed me, let's see if I can remember how to work this. He is... These controls, I don't think they're bindable. If they are, I haven't bound them. But he is somewhere in the vicinity. Let's see if I can find him. Yeah, him. So he shot me. The bastard. Oh, I can't see the gameplay. I guess we'll just have to follow it from this point of view. Do you want to attach? No. Third person. There we go. And then he got a tidy kill on the other guy as well. And that bounced him up to 3 kills, so he must have been pretty pleased. That's a guy who knows how to snipe. Just a bit of an instant action replay. He's like, oh, what's that guy doing down there? Oh, he stood still. That's nice. Just lined up for him. And then, I'm sure he was fighting someone. Ah, there he is. Stood still again. Lovely. And that was one of the most interesting games I've had in a while, because I got so many challenges done. It was pretty good. And there is the face of my killer. Bastard.